Gravitational potential energy. Next point from the topic gravitation of class 10th. Here, what is gravitational potential energy? We have studied the potential energy in last standard. The energy stored in an object of its position or state is called potential energy. So student, what is potential energy? Potential energy is nothing but the energy stored in an object due to its position or state, known as potential energy. This energy is relative and increases as we go to the greater heights from the surface of the earth. That means this potential energy is relative with the height of an object. If the object is placed at higher heights, then energy present in an object is more. We had assumed that the potential energy of an object of the mass small m at a height h from the ground is mgh. So what is the formula for deriving the potential energy? The potential energy formula for the potential energy is m into g into h, where m be the mass of an object while g be the acceleration due to gravity acted on an object, and h, that means the height of an object from the ground surface. On the ground it is 0. If an object is present on the ground surface, then potential energy of an object it is 0. When h is small compared to the radius r of the earth, we can assume small g to be constant and can use the formula mgh. So here the radius of the earth is considered capital R. If the height of an object is minimum that of the radius of the earth, then mg's formula is useful. But for large values of the h, the value of g decreases with increases in height. For an object at infinite distance from the earth, the value of g is 0 and earth's gravitational force does not act on the object. Suppose an object is present at the larger heights. That means the height of an object is greater than the radius of the earth. Then the acceleration due to gravity which is acted on an object, it get decreases, and at infinite distance the value of g becomes 0. That means gravitational force does not act on the object. So it is more appropriate to assume the value of potential energy to be 0 there. Thus, for smaller distances, that is heights, the potential energy is less than 0, that is it is the negative. So that if an object is at higher heights, then potential energy is less than 0, that means it is taken to be the negative. So see here last sentence from the gravitational potential energy bit. When an object is at a height h from the surface of the earth, its potential energy is minus capital G capital E into capital M into small m divided by r plus h. Here capital G is the gravitational universal constant, capital M be the mass of the earth, and small m is nothing but the mass of an object which is present at the height h from the earth surface. So here m and r are the earth's mass and radius respectively. Here in this topic, the derivation for potential energy is not given, only formula is given here. When an object is at height from the earth's surface, that means minus capital G capital M small m r plus h. See here slide, energy is the capacity to do work. What is energy? Energy is nothing but the capacity to do work. Potential energy is a type of the energy which is stored often in a body. So that we say that the potential energy is relative with the height of an object. If an object is present at the higher heights, then potential energy stored in it is more. So that when we drop any object from the higher heights, then potential energy start to convert into the kinetic energy, because the object is moving vertically downwards due to the gravitational force of attraction. Then work done. Work done is the amount of energy transferred. Work done is equal to, we know that work done, force into displacement, distance moved in the direction of the force. So work done is the amount of energy transferred. Here we have performed the work done. That means we are dropping an object which is present at the higher heights. That means here the potential energy present in an object and which is start to convert into the another energy, that means kinetic energy. So this work done is in the form of energy. So W is equal to delta E and W is equal to F into D. Here W is work done, which is in joule. Delta E, that means energy transferred, which is also expressed in joule. And force, F is force, that means it is generally expressed in Newton, and D is the distance moved in the direction of the force. Now next point, escape velocity. We have seen that when a ball is thrown upwards, its velocity decreases because of the gravitation of the earth. The velocity becomes zero after reaching a certain height, and after that the stone starts falling down. Its maximum height depends on its initial velocity according to the Newton's third equation of motion. So what is given here, when we throw a ball in the upward direction, ज्यावेळेस आपण बॉल अपर डायरेक्शनला फेकतो त्यावेळेस त्याची व्हिलॉसिटी ज्यावेळेस तो अपर डायरेक्शनला मूव्ह होतो इट्स व्हिलॉसिटी डिक्रीजेस बिकॉज द ग्रॅव्हिटेशनल फोर्स इज ॲक्टिंग ऑन अ बॉल कंटिन्युअसली. Then at certain height the velocity of the ball becomes zero, and from that height it start to comes or start to fall vertically downward direction. So its maximum height depends on its initial velocity. त्यामुळे एखादा बॉल हा किती हाईटवरती तो जाऊ शकतो हे त्याला प्रोव्हाइड केलेल्या इनिशियल व्हिलॉसिटीवरती डिपेंड असते. सो वी कॅन कॅल्क्युलेट the final velocity, that means final position of a ball according to the Newton's third equation of motion. What is Newton's third equation of motion? V square is equal to U square plus 2as. Here V, the final velocity of the ball, which is 0, and A is equal to small minus g. Here we have taken minus because acceleration due to gravity is acting on a ball which is along the downward direction, and ball is moving along the vertically upward direction, so that the direction is opposite. So we have considered acceleration due to gravity in with the minus sign. So V square is 0 is equal to U square plus 2 minus g into s, and the maximum height of the ball is given by the displacement of the ball. So s is equal to minus u square divided by 2g. Thus higher the initial velocity u, the larger is the height reached by the ball. The reason for this is that the higher the initial velocity, the ball will opposes the gravity of the earth more, and large will be the height to which it can reach. त्याच्यामुळे जितका आपण बॉलला इनिशियल व्हिलॉसिटी जास्तीत जास्त प्रोव्हाइड करू तितका बॉल हा जास्त उंचावर जाईल. दॅट मीन्स इट इज एबल टू अपोज द ग्रॅव्हिटी ऑफ द अर्थ. We have seen above that the value of small g keeps decreasing as we go higher above the surface of the earth. Thus the force pulling the ball downward decreases as the ball goes up. If we keep increasing the initial velocity of the ball, it will reach the larger and larger heights, and above a particular value of the initial velocity of the ball is able to overcome the downward pull by the earth. If we provide the maximum velocity, initial velocity to the ball, जर इनिशियल व्हिलॉसिटी आपण खूप जास्त प्रोव्हाइड केली बॉलला तर बॉल हा खूप जास्त लार्जर हाईट्सवरती जाईल, जेणेकरून त्यावरती ग्रॅव्हिटेशनल फोर्स हा ॲक्ट होणार नाही, and it can escape the earth forever, will not fall back on the earth. आणि तो अर्थच्या ग्रॅव्हिटेशनल जी फील्ड आहे त्याच्यापासून तो इस्केप होईल and will not fall back on the earth. This velocity is called the escape velocity. We can determine its value by using the law of conservation of the energy. The next paragraph, an object going vertically upward from the surface of the earth having an initial velocity equals to the escape velocity escapes the gravitational force of the earth. The force of gravity being inversely proportional to the square of distances becomes zero only at infinite distance from the earth. We know that the gravitational force is inversely proportional to the square of distance. That means as the distance increases, the gravitational force decreases. So that when we provide any object the initial velocity equals to the escape velocity, then it is able to overcome the gravitational force acted by our earth. This means that for the object to be free from the gravity of the earth, it has to reach the infinite distance from the earth. That is, the object will come to rest at infinite distance and will stay here. So that एखाद्या ऑब्जेक्टला आपल्याला ग्रॅव्हिटेशनल फील्डपासून खूप दूर स्टे करायचं असेल, खूप दूर अंतरावरती पोहोचवायचं असेल, then we have to provide its escape velocity. For an object of the mass m, See here, on the surface of the earth, kinetic energy is equal to half mv square, potential energy minus gmm upon r, and total energy becomes E1, kinetic energy plus potential energy. It is given by formula half mv square escape velocity minus gmm upon r. At infinite distance from the earth, kinetic energy 0, potential energy is also becomes 0, minus gmm upon infinity distance here is equal to 0. So total energy E2 is equal to kinetic energy plus potential energy, it is 0. See here, escape velocity of a satellite. The perfect definition is not given in our notebook, so that the escape velocity of a satellite or escape velocity, it is just written here. The minimum velocity with which a body should be projected from the surface of the earth so that it is escapes the gravitational field of the earth is called the escape velocity of the body. म्हणजे मिनिमम व्हिलॉसिटी ज्यामुळे एखाद्या ऑब्जेक्टला आपण अर्थ ग्रॅव्हिटेशन फील्डपासनं पुश करू शकतो, त्याला उंचावर नेऊन ठेवू शकतो, ज्यामुळे त्याच्यावरती कोणत्याही पद्धतीने ग्रॅव्हिटेशनल फोर्स हा ॲक्ट होत नाही, या व्हिलॉसिटीला काय म्हणणार आपण? एस्केप व्हिलॉसिटी. So student, here we have completed our next bit, gravitational potential energy and escape velocity. Thank you.